another podcast from Camp Kennerk, and you will have more fun tonight because we are going to talk about Dublin, Ireland. Yes. Last time we talked about this, you know, you flew into Aer Lingus, you got yourself a place to stay for the night to lay your head down, and then you wake up the next morning and say, well, what do I do now? I'm here in Dublin. What do I do? Well, I'll tell you what you do. Take yourself a little tour. There's a company called Hop On, Hop Off Tour Company. Get on a tour bus, and they're going to take you around different spots around Dublin. So you can just hop on, take a quick look, and get off, and then they'll take you to another spot. Now, the reason why this is so important to do is twofold. First of all, these are a lot of fun. The tour guides you're going to be talking with, they got great stories. You could end up singing songs if it's raining. I've done that before. And the other thing is you get to see the lay of the land. I mean, as you're going down the street, you're going to be seeing little shops, little restaurants. And you go, that's pretty cool, or let's come back here and go over here. Or maybe that museum's something I didn't know about. So that's really a great way to spend. It's 2 hours and maybe an hour and a half, depends how talkative your guide is. So the point is that it's very reasonable. It costs you 75 to $100, but it's going to give you a great layout of the land. So when you have lunch, you can walk around. You're on familiar land, so you don't get lost. But when you're driving around and walking around, you're going to see some unbelievable shops. These are the true haberdashers, as I call them, from the general days of apparel. And I have a couple places that I think you really want to go to. And let me get my notes here because this is just unbelievable. There's one, these for men's stores. We're just going to talk about men's stores today. And everybody said, well, I don't wear corporate wear anymore. I don't wear a suit and tie. I'm corporate casual. Fine, no problem. Because they also sell things like sweaters, hats, really cool shirts. But if you really want to be a guy, you get yourself a tweed coat. Now, these clothes are what we call investment clothes because you're only going to buy them once in your life. They're that good a quality. People are going to be coming up to you going, man, where did you get that sweater? Or, man, where did you get that jacket? Because you're not going to see it anyplace else. And of course, when we talk about sweaters, we talk about the fish uh, sweaters, the Aryan sweaters that will last you a lifetime. I say that honestly because I have one in my closet that I've had since I was a freshman in college, which was, well, actually, that's 3 years ago, but that's beside the point. But they will last forever. And once again, whenever I wear it, people always stop and say, man, that is a cool sweater. So think about some of these places you want to go to. First of all, we're going to talk about Lynch and Sons. Now, Lynch and Sons have been in the business for 3 generations. Even if you don't want to buy anything, go in and see and feel the experience of being in a men's clothing store in Dublin. These people have it down to a very fine science, and it's not science fiction. They're going to be very accommodating to you, but if you have some interest or question, they're going to know everything. If you buy a sweater, they're going to tell you the name of the sheep it came from. So they have great knowledge, very professional. And then they'll start, when you walk in, they say, welcome, welcome, come in. And if you're looking at a sport coat, they're not going to say, you want to buy it? They'll never say that. They'll just sort of say, like, what type of clothing do you wear for this attire? What type of clothing do you, and they start a conversation to learn about you and what you like in your clothing and your habits so they can really put together a picture of what looks best on you. Because they may have some stuff in the back room that hadn't been brought out. They go, I got something. And they'll go back and they'll bring out this shirt or this hat or this sweater. And you just go, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's a really good thing to do. Another place is Kennedy McSherry's. Now, they've been in business since 1890. So think about all the things that they've seen in the fashion world, World War One, World War Two, you know, they have a merchandising program there that you just really have to see to experience. And once again, if you're not looking to buy something, just go in there and look and talk with them, and you'll walk out with a new friend, I guarantee you. We got Kevin O'Howell. This is a place that's noted for their tweeds, their tweed sport coats. And once again, they're going to say, well, this is a Donegal tweed, this is a herringbone tweed. And once they put that over your shoulders and you put that on, you'll understand why tweed is so important. Now, of course, if you live down here in Dallas or you live in Los Angeles, that's not going to be very appropriate for you. But once again, they have, other things like a sweater, a cap, and shirts and ties. But go there for the experience. If you've not been into a real haberdashery, you'll understand what I'm saying. And of course, now we have Lewis Copland. Now, this place is cool. I've been in there. And just like all the other places, very professional. But these people specialize in knitwear, sweaters. So if you need to go get a sweater because you go up in the mountains during the wintertime, these are the type of sweaters that you want to pack because they'll keep you warm. They're not a cotton sweater. They're not a neon sweater. So it's very, very well done. So I really highly recommend that. And now your wife will love it because they're going to fawn all over her. They'll say, "Oh, my missus, who would get you a cup of tea, please? Please have a seat. What can we help you with? Well, what would your husband think looks best on him? What do you think?" So they're going to be starting selling your wife. They're not even going to be talking to you. But that's the beauty of it because they're going to encompass the whole experience. So when you get home and someone sees that jacket you have, they're going to go, "Let me tell you the story about how I got this." And that's the most beautiful thing about coming back from Ireland when they start saying, "I got the story to tell you about what happened." So I think I remember correctly, Douglas, when you came back from Ireland, you called me and you said, "TK, TK, I just got back from Ireland and now I know why you act the way you do. They're just like you, all of them, all of them. Here's a story. Hey, let's have a drink." Yeah, it's hereditary DNA for thousands of years, but that's what makes it so much fun. So Douglas, you're a man of fashion. I've seen you wear some attire that's quite dapper. And have you seen any of these shops in your travels there?
TK, so good to see you. And this is a special day, a special podcast for us, number 58. And I certainly loved your uh, Dublin tour hints, Aer Lingus. And what was the name of that company, the tour bus company? What was that name again?
Oh, you got to remember, it's a difficult one. I dropped my papers here. Hop on, hop off. That's the
Oh,
thing
hop
about the
on,
Irish.
hop.
They're not going to get real quirky with marketing slogans or anything. When you get on that bus, you know exactly what you're doing. You're hopping on, you're hopping off. You're hopping on, you're hopping off. So simple as that.
I love it. Maybe that's a video, a
Yeah.
comic book. Hop on, hop off.
Yeah.
What was the old clap on, clap off, hop on, hop off,
Oh yeah, for your
clap
life.
on, clap off,
Yeah.
hop on, hop off. I love it. An animated story about Ireland. I love it. And you talking about Ireland and Dublin in particular, St. Patrick's Day is 5 weeks from now. 5
Uh-oh.
so I am preparing by reading my James Joyce Ulysses book about Nathaniel Bloom walking around Dublin. And I did go to Dublin and I went to the bookstore to buy this and I went to Swaney's to get the soap. So I am doing a deep dive on this book to get ready for St. Patrick's Day. I am doing my best. Okay. I'm doing my best. Okay. Now, what's coming up? Well, Valentine's Day coming up on Saturday.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, that's right. We talked about that last time, and you were getting all fancy on these French words and the things of that nature. And so,
Yes, well, we're going to do a couple of French words to help you men, get used to the love language that's needed around this time. That sort of stuff. Now, we have a couple of things that we can talk about. First off, uh, the time you have to buy something for her. Okay, it's going to be expensive, guys. It's going to be expensive. It's going to kill you. It's going to, yeah, that sort of
and
stuff.
take my advice. Now, this is from experience. Don't buy her a gift card. If you do buy her a gift card, it has to be for at least $5,000.
You're
That's a
sleeping
that,
on the couch because yes, you didn't, yeah, that sort of stuff, And so anything that has a French name to it, like Chanel,
oh,
yes,
romance,
romance.
sexuality.
Yes, the French have cornered the St. Valentine's Day. Now, if you go to the grocery store or the CVS, there's a couple of things that you can get there, but this is kind of early on in the relationship. And I think we have some pictures of flowers, okay, and maybe some candy, and maybe some a teddy bear.
Oh, you teddy bears, there that works every time.
Yes, but that's early on in maybe we don't have flowers, we have balloons.
I really enjoyed the show. It was really good. I got the I wish I could make photos. That's the only one. Stamps?
We have balloons. Like yeah, okay, so balloons. So cancel the flowers, but they're always good. But the only place you can get flowers these days is at the gas station or at the HEB. Flower shops are out of business now. So but early on in a relationship, candy, flower, balloons, a teddy bear, and they're modest prices. But when you're later on in the relationship, uh, you already have a few things. So some key things are, uh, you know, a full tank of gas, fill up her car. That's that. Okay, and
Things
just
that, things that are classified as considerations.
considerations. Yes, okay. Go clean out the closet or the garage or the closet without her telling you about it, even though she's been nagging you for the last 6 months to do it. So do little things like that. That's a love language, and words like mon chéri, mon chéri, my little sweetheart, mon chéri. There you go. Okay. So, and what I say about, did I say something about chocolates? Oh, foreign chocolates that have a foreign name that they always
Yeah,
like
don't
that.
buy don't buy Hershey's.
Don't buy Hershey's.
Don't buy Hershey's unless that's what she likes. And
No, no, but then it's a special day. So Ferrero Rocher or Ghirardelli, that sort of stuff, blow it, Okay. Now, that is for Valentine's Day. And of course, one of the things is on Valentine's Day, you get up early and make her coffee, serve her in bed with the toast and the honey and that sort of stuff, and just get ahead of the game, actually, that sort of stuff. And shave. Don't forget to shave, even if it's on a weekend.
And especially on a Saturday, you could really do things right on a Saturday morning, like you say, get the coffee, have a little petite, fruit bowl with a little sour, a little whipped cream on there.
Or a
And
croissant, isn't that French? Croissant.
oh yes, yes, yeah,
Croissant. Yeah, yeah, a little croissant for you then. Yeah, a little
yeah.
croissant. Yeah. Okay. Now, those are little things, but prepared a video that we have that is part of my Doug the Neighbor free advice for $1 called My Best Months. So, and I sent it to Kevin, our magnificent computer dude, and there's some real good advice in there for St. Valentine's Day, and it lasts about 3 minutes. Here it is. Well, it's to help. How do you handle it? You see,
Ah.
you gotta win it. You see, if you do it wrong, that you're gonna have to do this every weekend.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
do it right the first time, and then you're off
yeah,
the
you're
hook.
good. Yeah, you're off the hook. Okay. Now, that aside, okay, Valentine's Day started, I think when I was in Dublin, they have the St. Valentine's Day relics in Dublin, in one of the
Hmm.
churches there. So I went to see that, which is kind of interesting. Had to look it on up and down an alley, go this little church, and there's the relics, bones, artifacts, relics of St. Valentine's Day,
Yeah, the
which is
actual person, yes.
yeah. So that's kind of interesting that he's made it to Ireland,
Well,
you know.
heck, everybody's trying to get there. I mean, what can you say? I read
Yeah,
something the other day. Do you know the Roman Empire in their heyday never invaded Ireland?
right. That's true. Yes, yeah.
So, what did the Roman Empire know that they were supposed to go in there? Was it the Vikings? Was it the cooking? Or it's too bad we can't have a spaceship to take us back in time to talk to Caesar and say, "Hey, my man, why did you go over there and see the lads in Dublin?" He'd probably look at you and go, oh no, we're not going to be going there."
Well, to take us back in time, Al Capone in Chicago in 1929 had a rivalry with the Bugs Moran Irish group from the north side. Al Capone, the Italians on the south side, had their beer wars. And so in 1929, they had the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
Yes, and that was a huge, huge thing, uh, nationwide. You know,
Nationwide. Yes, it
in
was.
today's world, it wouldn't even make the front cover of a magazine.
Right. And the thing is, if you do St. Valentine's Day wrong in your household, it's a massacre. You'll pay. You will pay. So watch my video again for good, solid guy advice, free advice for $1. Now, you had mentioned something concerning walking around uh, Dublin. Yes, you do walk around Dublin, and it was really enjoyable. Had a wonderful time. And what was interesting on the first day there in Dublin, went out for breakfast and had an Irish breakfast, which was 2 eggs, some sausage, some beets, some potatoes, 2 types of potatoes, and some salad. And I looked at this plate of breakfast. I can't eat all this. I can't eat all. Blood sausage. What is it?
Yeah,
Blood
blood
sausage.
sausage. Yeah,
I'm not going to eat that. So
bangers. They're called bangers sometimes too.
bangers and mash, whatever it was. And it
Mhm.
was a huge plate for breakfast and some oatmeal too, and some bread, another type of bread or something. I don't know. So I can't eat all this. And on the second day of walking, the third day of walking around, every time I had that Irish breakfast, I'm sitting there. Is there more? Is there more? That's a small portion. You're walking around and it's just a beautiful place and the weather and just the people you just wanted to eat, just on to eat,
Yeah.
you know.
See, I decided the reason why it rains over there so much, not only to make the fields green, but it's for make the tourists to go in the pub to get out of the rain. Is that a chamber of commerce move or what?
Yeah, everything's working for you. Now we had your letter from what's his name? Your cousin
Sean.
Sean Alley. You
Uh-huh.
wrote him a letter, I understand. What takes letters take 7, 8 days to get there. So we should be, if he's good, we'll hear back from him maybe next week or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. We'll wait for the post to come, as they would say, and see if it's when it's in the mailbox.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So we'll communicate with a couple of times before St. Patrick's Day. I'm getting ready reading James Joyce's Ulysses, and but on this whole situation of walking, okay, my pal Allie, used to work at the CVS, is now over at the post office. She got a new job at the post office, and so when I was doing the earlier podcast that you were a part of, the radio podcast on Spotify, uh, she would send in her steps because she had steps on her watch, the health. And so she's got this new job. And so she just sent in her steps. And I sent you the thing from her watch, from her app. And here is what it said. She worked 15, she was on her feet for 15 hours. She walked 23,566 steps, and that breaks down to 2,000 steps per mile. So she did 11 miles at the post office. Now she's inside, she's not outside. So she's inside. So just being around the post office, walking around for 8, 10 hours, and then her life. But she did in one day 11 miles.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, and so then my comment back to her was, "Thank you very much. Yes, we'll add it to the podcast, and we can post it on the Kevin can post it on up, show the proof of it." It's just that my next question was, "Are you losing any weight?" Because if it's 11 miles every day, there you go. Get those support hose, and get that Advil.
Yeah. I guarantee you, she needs one of those Irish breakfasts to start her day to keep her going.
Yes, yes. So Valentine's Day is coming. We're talking about Dublin, which is a beautiful place to go to. St. Patrick's Day is coming. Uh, we're giving some suggestions for Valentine's Day. It's all beautiful. TK, that's what I got. Go Cowboys.
Aaron, go brawl.